streaming NBA 2K24, NBA 2K24 Pistons franchise mode.
Give me that.
What's up,
They're
Dirk?
waiting for that. They're waiting for that. We gotta spread the floor, guys.
Oh, let's go! He wasn't there. He wasn't there. Oh, man. Come on.
6 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Put it up. Put it up.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Simons on the wing. He's joined by Thibault. Walker out there with Ayton. And it's Henderson in at the point guard. And for Detroit, guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. T is out there with Thompson. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. And still so much, Greg, to learn about these teams. When do we get a sense of a team's true identity?
Well, not this early in the season. I'd say at least a quarter of the way through it. That's when you kind of get a sense of a squad's chemistry.
Now, here's Cunningham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Brent, with the Blazers, it seemed like they were ready to take the next step a few years back.
Yeah, and it felt like things sort of shifted in the opposite direction, and they're trying to find out through injuries and defensive struggles, who is it that is going to help this team make that next step.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Bray, you look at Detroit from a raw talent perspective, they're loading up well.
Absolutely. They're pretty well balanced between what they give you on the perimeter and some of the interior force that these guys could play with, adding pieces each year in the draft, and now it's about fitting those pieces together. They have a very bright future.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here we see the Detroit Pistons, Greg, a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. When the Pistons have been great, they've had that defense-first mentality.
Now, here's Ivy. Carroll. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And it's Simons missing. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. 4-point game. Pass to Carroll. Thompson outside. To Carroll. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Thibault. He doesn't hit that one. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Thompson with the bucket.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
And the pass to Ayton. Passes it to Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here's Cunningham. A second chance effort, and the layup is good.
Cade at his size, when he's going in there and willing to get dirty, it's a great way to pick up extra points.
Simons, the pass to Ayton. Walker against Carroll. Simons kicks to Walker. Ayton at the elbow. Shot clock at 6. Back to Walker. Over Cunningham. Walker's shot is off.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Thompson, left side. Pass to Duran. Over Henderson. Shot's good by Duran.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Henderson outside. Looking for 8, and he gets it in there.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
With the tip, Walker on the follow.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tipping.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here's Cunningham. 20-point game for him in the win against Houston. Henderson against Cunningham. From deep three-point land. Henderson, no good. Pistons leading by 4. Thompson outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And here now is Thibault. Still yet to score. He kicks it to Henderson. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Asar Thompson.
High type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
Scoot Henderson became the youngest G League player ever in 2021. And Greg, he was only 17 then.
And Kevin really speaks to his abilities that he was ready for that near NBA level of competition at such an early age.
And that one falls for Henderson.
In a league of the best athletes in the world, Scoot Henderson stands out. He can just levitate in the air, blow by defenders. Scoot putting on a show.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Detroit leading by 3. Here's Ivy. It's hauled in by Thibault.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Offensive rebound. Here's Simons. Off target at the rim.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Snatched up. Duran. Trying to end the drought. And he lays it up and in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Henderson against Cunningham. Here's Simons. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Pass to Thibault. Puts up a 3.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Carroll. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Henderson over Cunningham. That one rolling around and rims out.
give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now. Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. Both teams will make substitutions. On defense, Detroit. They lead by 7. Now, here's Thibault. Tight defense on him. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Williams. Ayton finds Thibault. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Danton's shot is off. Pistons leading by 7. A pass to Carroll. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Over to the wing. Here's Banton. His 3-pointers off the mark. Fontecchio. It's Carroll on the wing. Detroit, no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Banton. He feeds it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Here's Sasser. Nothing on the board. Pass to Carroll for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Pistons lead by 8.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Banton. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Here's Sasser. Pass to Fontecchio. The Pistons working the ball around now. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Thibault on the wing. The pass to Ayton. Passes to Sharp. Here's Banton. Shoots over Carroll. That one off the back iron and out.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after James Wiseman's miss. Banton, the pass to Ayton. Makes it off the glass. Ayton's got 6.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Here's Sasser. No scoring in this one. And Carroll gets it to go.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Ayton. Last game with 30 points. Here's Sharp. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Fontecchio. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for your Pistons, Fontecchio. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Detroit making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. And Portland making a change here. Good on both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now, here's Sharp. He's guarded closely. He's off from 17 feet.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Wiseman. And he can't bank that one in. Trailblazers trail by 8. Over to the left wing. Here's Banton. Still without a basket. Feeds it to Williams. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pistons leading by 6. Outside Fournier. To the left side wing. Driving the lane. Sasser can't hit. Portland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. There's the dish to Williams. Here's Banton. Back to Williams. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now just a 4-point Piston lead. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Sasser. He gets it in there. And here's Sharp. Jacks up a 3. Headshot off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Detroit. They're up by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
17.
For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Here's Henderson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Jersey. Guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. Duran out there with Thompson. And it's Fournier in at the small forward. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you very much. Cade Cunningham was the #1 overall pick in 2021, and he's trying to take that next step. He says, I want to do my job. Something I really try to pride myself on is how much I care. What I care about the most is how I can help the Pistons win. Guys, they are assembling some real talent on that team.
Oh, they are. No question, D.A. Thank you. First free throw is good. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rules. Could you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. It seems less extreme.
Detroit leading by 6. Ivy with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. And After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Great focus from Ivy to stay locked in on the hoop, especially after getting harmed.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Cunningham. A three-pointer off the mark. Henderson looking it over. Williams dishes to Henderson. Here's Kamare. Scoreless thus far. Shot clock at 2. Shoots over Fournier. To the wing on the left. There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Now, here's Ivy. Now, here's Durant. Tries again, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Robert Williams.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Pistons?
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
We should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
T's checked in for Detroit. Portland also making some changes. Walker's checked in for Williams. And it's Simons in for Delano Banton. So he gets them both. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Henderson against Cunningham. That's a 2 from Simons. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
It's stolen. Outside Carroll. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. Henderson, bounce pass. That one a little long. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Carroll. He's off on that one. Walker with some nice D. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Simons missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Cunningham to the inside. Fade away, just 4 to shoot. Detroit, no good that time either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's blocked. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ivy passes to Durant. Kicks to Cunningham. Stolen by Henderson. Over Thompson. Portland again missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
During the pass to Thompson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Henderson kicks to Simons. Over Ivy. And it's Simons missing.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Here's Ivy. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. The Pistons working the ball around now. He lobs it up. Duran, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Henderson outside. Down low. Here's Kamara. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Asar Thompson. The Trailblazers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Trailblazers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Henderson. Both good from the line that time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Cunningham. And it's Portland with the rebound, coming off that loss against the Nets.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 6.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
Detroit shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
For 2, Thompson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
This rookie Thompson is special, a talented guard who does a little bit of everything.
Sharps checked in for Portland. That one is no good. And Brent, we know one guy who would have been valuable in any era, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, with that size, you got that old school drawback to the post, physical center type of physique, but he works mostly on the block and doesn't create a lot down there. Each year he's trying to add a little bit more to his repertoire.
Yeah, and it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Cunningham outside, and they recover it. And Carroll gets it to go.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Grimes passes to Cunningham. He kicks to Carroll. Here's Grimes. Still scoreless.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Sharp. Here he goes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Hey, Brent, when you look at Shaedon Sharp, he has shown flashes of being a great offensive player, hasn't he?
Well, he's got all the tools, Kevin, to be a superstar. His development is going to take some time. He essentially went from high school straight to the NBA after redshirting 1 year in college and not playing 1 minute.
And the first one drops.
Well, Sharp was a mystery man back in that 2022 draft, not playing a minute of college basketball, but drafted in the top 10 because of this upside.
He hits both from the stripe. The Pistons trailing. Pass to Grimes. He takes it in. And no good. Walker with some nice D. To the middle. Here's Thibault. It's good. Thibault's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
Good pass from the 2-guard Sharp, solid at finding his open man.
Here's Grimes. Dishes it to Wiseman. And it's Portland with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Here's Grimes. The Pistons working the ball around now. The shot by Carroll, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And the Pistons with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Carroll. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul, team 4.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Portland.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, one thing that's
Shooting
noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
First free throw is good. Trailblazers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Here are the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Driving inside. Sharp, and it's denied. Here's Grimes. Pass to Sasser. And yes, it's good.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
An interconference matchup. They face these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Evan Fournier's checked in for T. And a switch here also for Portland. Delano Banton's checked in for Anfernee Simons. Portland leading. There's the pass to Sharp. And the layup's good off the glass. Sharp's got 6.
Going to work inside. Sharp using that touch and nimbleness to get it done.
Here's Sasser. Passes it to Grimes. Here's Sasser. 6 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Fontecchio. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
15 fouls.
It's on Robert Williams. The Pistons have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And he nails the third. Portland's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Sharp. Here's Benton. Goes back up. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Dish now to Wiseman. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Detroit's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Grimes. He dishes it to Wiseman. And stolen by Ayton. Outside Williams. And there's the pass to Sharp. 1:07 left in the second quarter. No good from the wing. The Pistons trail it. The feed to Fournier. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Fournier's got his first points in this one.
Man, and Fournier took a beating that time.
Here's Benton. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
With a much smaller defender on him, he does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
The Trailblazers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. On the free throw, no good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Trailblazers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Now, here's Sharp. He's guarded by Fournier. Sharp, the pass to Ayton. And the 3 ball is good. Ayton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second. And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
And here's Sharp. Beyond the arc. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Trailblazers lead by 3. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
49.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. DeAndre Ayton was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 steal. It's been quite a night so far for him. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second But tonight, they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
Well, I love that they were forceful at the offensive end. They got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from T.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Anderson and Simons, they have guard duties. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Sharp. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clock at 6. Here's Henderson. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Henderson's got 5 now.
Look at Henderson embracing opportunity. Nice to see a rookie not avoiding the mid-range.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons brought in Monty Williams to guide this team from the bottom. He said, I like those challenges, the process of building, seeing players get better, and understanding what it's like to navigate crunch time situations. For me to be able to come in now, it's part of this restoration. Kevin, Monty has plenty of work ahead.
Indeed he does, David. Thanks. Here's Simons following the bucket by the Pistons. Here's Ayton. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Passes it to Ivy. Here's Durant. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Now here's Simons. The rebound by Ivy.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And you look at Jaden Ivey, Brent. First of all, he gives you great size in the backcourt.
Well, what anybody guarding him would tell you, Kevin, is he brings unreal athleticism. His first step is lightning quick.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Now here's Henderson. He's got 5.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Thompson finds Carroll. Oh! And he goes in for the dunk.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Inside. Ayton inside. Shoots over Durant. Ayton with a nice move. Ayton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. Henderson against Cunningham. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Henderson. Here's Simons. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out left of the wing. Puts it up from 12. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And it's Sharp missing. Pistons trail by 5. Thompson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. That one drops for him. Thompson's got 8 points.
Despite the contact, Thompson still gets it to go. Showing some heart there.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Substitution on the court.
Henderson outside. Able trying to get open.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Here's Kamare. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Thompson. Driving in. Can't get it to fall. Portland leading by 3. Now Thibault. Henderson outside. Floats one. He lays it in. Henderson's got 4 points this quarter.
If you're a guard like Henderson, you need the floater. It really helps you in traffic.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Duran slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Thibault. Henderson with it. That one misses. Cunningham with some nice D. Thompson outside. With the drive. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Kamare. But 3. Cans it from downtown. He's got 8.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Henderson outside. Cunningham with some nice D. The Pistons have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. Here's Ivy. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Ivy's got it all tied up now for Detroit.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Man, what a creative player this kid is. Henderson, so much fun to watch.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Well, we're looking at Cunningham here, Brent. There's always talk of how good a finisher he is.
He's got a really unique quality, Kevin, in that he can finish really effectively with both hands. So you add that dexterity to the size, and as a point guard, this guy becomes really hard to stop on the interior.
Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Williams comes in for Walker. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Scoot Henderson. Here's Grimes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Grimes has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Williams, that's good.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
To the paint, here's Fontecchio. Banton with the rebound. Banton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bible on the wing. A three-pointer, no good. The Pistons have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Pass to Grimes. Buries the long-range jumper. Grimes has got 5 points in the quarter. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Hammeron. Rebound, Detroit. Outside Fournier. Here's Grimes. He's got 7. Williams with the block. Here's Thibault. That shot is off. To the left wing. Here's Banton. Back to Thibault. Williams outside. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Fontecchio's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fournier's shot is off. Portland trailing here. Here's Thibault. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Sasser. He has 6. Now the pass to Fontecchio. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Fontecchio's got 8. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 6.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
Here's Sasser. Pass to Fontecchio. Fires the 3. No good on that one. Portland's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And he dunks it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Outside Fournier. And it's Fontecchio missing. Portland leading. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Benton. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Right side Fournier. Here's Sasser. He's got 6. Missed inside.
Well, the D's so tight on him, and it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now, here's Thibault. The lead is 2. Pass to Benton. Thibault with the ball. Here's Benton. He's got 6. Fades away. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Grimes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Fournier. Pass to Sasser. They need this one. Doesn't go that time. Trailblazers shooting 37% so far in the 3rd quarter. And they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
The pass to Grimes. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Portland out in front, up 2. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
7.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Sliding into the wing spots, it's Ivy and Thompson. T is out there with Durham, and it's Cunningham in at the point. That's the group for Detroit right now. Duran the pass to Thompson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Trailblazers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Back to Simons. Here's Sharp. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Really taking it to the defense. Sharp was smart not to hold back that time.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Blazers.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
The free throw drops for Sharp. Andre Ayton's checked in for Williams. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Kicks it to Thompson. From 11 feet away, Portland grabs the miss. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Assist from
Ayton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. Cunningham passes to Carroll.